I had a group of women at the gym that were like, okay, we will do the Tough Mudder, but if we do it, you have to wear tutus with us. So those first clients started trickling in around February of that 2013. So we're about 5-6 months into having this space that we were training people in, and really I started to get more confident about what I was doing here. And I was like, you know what, I'm really going all in. And one of the first marketing promotions that I did was the Westchester Weight Loss Challenge. Now this is back in the day before social media advertising was really a thing, before Facebook really had an ad platform. So what I did was I had flyers that I made up in Microsoft Word that were horribly formatted. They were like all off center, and it was just what a college kid would submit for like a advertising thing with no experience. And I printed out like 100 of these flyers, and I was like, all right, I don't know anybody in Westchester. I've never been here. I'm just gonna walk around town and hand these flyers out. So one of the first stops that I made was to a deli that was nearby. And I kind of walked in and I was like, hey, listen, I've got these flyers. I'm a new business in town. I'm opening up a gym. Would you be willing to put these flyers out for me and help promote? And the owners were like, just completely shot me down. Like they were like, what are you doing? You're opening a what? And I was like, I was a young kid. I was 23, maybe 24 years old. And I was like, well, I'm starting a business, and so I'd appreciate it if you could advertise with me. And they were like, starting a business is really hard, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I know it's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm here. And they just like treated me like I was some idiot, like no idea what I was getting myself into, and it was gonna be so hard. And basically it was just like, all right, kid, put him there, like, good luck. And I took that personally. So really committed to filling this weight loss challenge that I was running. And that's really where things started to pick up. I connected with a few influential people in town. Somebody that's become a friend of mine over the years, Megan Kelly, had a Chester County website that she helped promote. She linked me up with the Chester County, the Chamber of Commerce. Then they started to help me promote, started to go to business card exchanges. I really stepped into the business owner mindset of like networking and trying to get myself out there. And that's really where some of my very first clients, some of who are still here today, I think I got about 15 people that signed up for the gym for that challenge. So that was a huge moment in a milestone in the history of Gage strength training, because I was running my first challenge. I had an actual schedule of sessions that I was running. And really, that's where things started to pick up. We were still in a dirty warehouse without a lot of fancy equipment, but and still training a lot of friends of mine. This is a friend of mine that would come down to train as a client and was a part of, here helping support me in my venture. But a lot of those early clients, I can't thank you guys enough for giving me the confidence to grow the gym and really feel like there was a future in this. So if you guys are watching, thank you guys so much. And one of the big milestones, so at the time, I had run like 5 or 6 Tough Mudders. The Tough Mudders were like at the peak of their popularity. And I convinced this small group of clients to do a Tough Mudder, which a lot of them hadn't done it before, had never done anything like that before, so it was a really big thing. We all trained for it together. And one of the things was I had a group of women at the gym that were like, okay, we will do the Tough Mudder, but if we do it, you have to wear tutus with us. So that was where this photo came from. I decided to do a Tough Mudder with Shannon and Lauren wearing this ridiculous outfit. And really, it was a great time. Everybody made it through, everybody did. We had our group photo. This was a really fun, again, this was our first group event, the first group challenge. We have gone on to do dozens and dozens of things like this over the next couple of years, from the different mud runs, the Spartan races, the GST Olympics, even just some of like the 5Ks, 10Ks, you know, things that a lot of our members have challenged each other and done. This was the first one, and it was something that was a huge milestone for a lot of people. I know the memories are going to be there because the Tough Mudder is a brutally tough event where you're getting electrocuted, jumping in ice water, and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But this was a really solid crew, and we even made our first t-shirts from that event. So Tough Mudder with the GST crew will always stand out in my memory. So another funny thing about this event was this happened the day after I ran another strongman event. It was like another police fire strongman competition. This was another like 8 months later. So the first one was in February. The second one I did in the summer. Maybe this was the fall. I think this was a September event. And I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of Philadelphia firefighters like to go out drinking when they're off work. So I ended up going out that night and, you know, staying out till the bars closed with the Tough Mudder the next day. So it was a really, really rough next day for me at the Tough Mudder. I made it, the whole crew made it, but definitely not the best feeling I felt driving to Allentown at like 5 in the morning after closing the bars down at 2:30, 3 in the morning. But that was a good time with some of my firefighter buddies. And it was also, you know, close to around this time that our, what we call now our GST Serves initiative was born. So this photo comes from the first charity thing we did as a gym. So obviously the firefighters, police firefighter strongman was one, but this was, we partnered with the school, I'm blanking on the name, was it the Chester County Children's Academy or something, and it was a school that supported lower income families, and we did a food drive for the school, myself, Amy Murnane, and another member, Tim Hurley. So if you guys are watching, you guys started something really special, because what I realized was something that was really important to me with building a business was building a platform to do more for our local community. So the fact that I could have all these people and direct them towards using their energy towards benefiting the local community became very important to me, and this was the first taste of that. So we raised, you know, we did a food drive. I think we raised money, or we went shopping for this school where the kids could take their meals home and have lunch on the weekends when they're not in school. But so Amy and Tim, I think you guys were the two main people that helped me with this. Thank you guys if you guys are watching, because you started something that has helped raise tens of thousands of dollars over the years, has helped generate hundreds of man hours of volunteer work, and just made a huge impact on the community. GST Serves has grown, and you know, our mantra is using our strength to serve. So using the platform and the community that we have to benefiting the local community. So this really started something special. Hey guys, thank you for joining me while I share 10 years of memories from Gage Strength Training. Listen, this month is our 10-year anniversary at Gage Strength Training. So for the next 20 people that contact me, we are giving away a month's membership for only $10. So for the first 20 people, you can get an entire month of training for only $10 if you contact me at devin@gagestrengthtraining.com. We will give you an entire month of training for $10 for the entire month.